Hello everybody, this is Jeffrey GT7 and welcome to the episode. In this episode, I'm going to be using the Rampage at Tokyo Express 600. So this is going to be quite a very interesting build. Now, if for some reason this particular car does not really hit you that much in Tokyo Express 600, I would really recommend just saving the car for Le Mans 700 because this car is actually pretty decently quick. And despite of how it looks, the car actually does have some decently good handling as well. I've had some experience with this car. If you guys may have checked out, I've done this car at the Joker Series at Red Atlanta. And it was pretty quick, even though I could not get the rear tires to have traction or any grip. Still a pretty fun car to drive. So hopefully this tune and setup help out. And if not, again, I would recommend just saving it for Le Mans. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the episode. So the first part, of course, is going to be how to find the car. Here's the car that we'll be using right here. It's going to be, of course, the Rampage, Roadster Shop Rampage. It's going to cost you about 300,000 credits just for this car. The points, as you can see, is well over 600 points plus. So this car is already pretty much is met for Le Mans already. But if you're going to use this card for Tokyo, you'll have to do some detuning for this particular car, which is going to be actually pretty simple. Now, I would go ahead and share delivery for this particular car, but to be honest, any livery that you have on this car, it really doesn't matter. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the setup. As you can see here, I actually do have some parts for this car. Starting off first, it's going to be sport hard tires, followed by a fully customized differential. For the fully customized computer, you're going to keep that 100. Your ballast, you're going to add some weight to this car. You're going to put some of the weight toward the front of the car. That way, it'll be more helpful for you to drop your overall PP points. The power restrictor should be down to 71 with the fully customized manual transmission, which sometimes lowers the PP. Make sure you just match up with that kilometer number right there as well. And that's going to be covering the first page of the particular setup. For the other part of the setup, I actually have a couple parts back here. Semi racing muffler, which I believe comes with the cars, which you'll need for sport brakes, with the increased biodiversity, with engine tuning as well, the engine balance tuning, and that's going to be it for the setup. So it's not going to be a whole lot because this car actually is professionally tuned. It already has the parts it needs to begin with, so let's go ahead and do the race. Now, for this particular race here, we're going to be racing in 3x1 through this whole entire race. We will have to make a scheduled pit stop later in the race, but starting off with the car, it's actually pretty decently good for it to be more of a low-class race car, pretty much. Now, interestingly enough, this car does come with a wing. And for some reason, the wing does not really offer you any downforce points, which I thought was pretty unique about that. So even if you have it on or off of the car, it doesn't really matter, which is kind of odd. But for a couple corners here, we're going to find ourselves in top 7. And once the track does begin to dry up, the car will eventually feel a little bit more controllable and a little bit easier to drive. But for the first lap, not too bad. Now, with that little bit of that front added weight, you'll probably have to be a little bit more careful when you get back on the gas in some corners, and you might have to brake a little bit early depending on where you're at on the track as well. But other than that, you could battle with a slight understeer with the car. It just depends on where you're at on track. That's why you want to make sure your speed is right where it needs to be and not going too quick into a corner or else like that. That right there is a good example. Got to the gas too early, car got a little bit too tight, and just smacked the wall. So just be a little bit careful on that. As we make our way close to the Porsche, we're going to give it a little bit of a kiss in the rear bumper by accident. We're going to get ourselves a little bit sideways in that corner. And the car does have some decently good speed. It just takes a little while for it to kick in. That's the thing. And of course, with this hairpin right here, it's going to be quite a monster to pretty much negotiate to, as we're going to be very careful back on the power. Now, as your rear tires do begin to wear off later in the race, the car will want to oversteer. So you gotta be a little extra careful at that hairpin, otherwise you'll spin the car around easily. But for our first lap, not too bad, as we're going to try to attempt to make a pass on the GTR. As we complete our first lap, we're going to be right around 6th place, just battling with the GTR. We don't have the speed advantage over it, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tuck right behind the GTR, get that slipstream. That way we can get ourselves a little bit more extra speed. We're going to go ahead and also pass the Impreza while we're at it, since we got the extra boost from the GTR with its slipstream. We get the first corner and we're going to take a little bit carefully just to play on the safe side. We're going to make a move on the GTR. The rear mirror actually messes up its braking point too. We're going to try to take advantage of that as well, as once again the rear mirror makes a mistake. We're going to try to capitalize with its mistake, which we are going to send it down here, carefully making a pass on the left side. And we're going to find ourselves P3, and then a couple seconds later, we're going to find ourselves right behind the Supra. We're going to send it through this corner. The Supra takes an awkward line. We're going to also take advantage of that mistake and move ourselves to P2. So a little bit later on in the race, we're going to fast forward to lap number 4. It's going to be not only our hot lap, but we're also going to take the lead as well. So I'm going to let you guys watch this hot lap, see what the car can do, and then I'll be right back for our pit strategy. Alright, as we fast forward to our lap to pit, which is going to be the end of lap 6. So we're going to actually make this race work with just only one pit stop. We're going to go ahead and just basically refill the car fuel. The tires are still in decently good shape. And as you can see here, all I'm going to do is just fill up a little past that little diamond icon. And we will, in fact, make it through the rest of this race without having to make a extended stop, which is actually good for us. We'll just have to make sure and refill the car as much fuel as we possibly can, which is going to be actually a con, since we're going to be stuck in here for longer than I really wanted us to be in. But despite that, we're going to come back out, do some more time trial laps, and we're going to go ahead and get ourselves the win. The car overall did decently good. I do know there are some cars out there that can easily improve this, but it's going to be overall a decently good 26-33. Which isn't too bad for this car, in my opinion. But, you know, like I said before, there are tons of cars that can actually easily beat this particular time. But if you're looking for a particular race for the Roadster, this is possibly one of two possibilities you can do it at. Unfortunately for us, we got ourselves that standard bonus, and that's going to be it for the episode. So for the next episode, it's going to be a request build using the Mercedes-Benz GTR. This was a request build, so I'm going to be looking forward to do this car again. It's been quite a while since I've actually done this car. It's been close to a year, I think. I have done it before at Tokyo Express 600, and surprisingly, the tune that I used for that episode still works to this day. So it's going to be going to be easy to go through this again and see what the car can do. Maybe it might be faster or it might be about the same time. But if you guys enjoyed the episode, why not go ahead and leave a like? If you also enjoyed today's episode, why not go ahead and leave us a subscribe as well, which would be highly appreciated. If you guys have any other suggestions as well that you'd like to see, you're more than welcome to put any suggestions in the comments below. And until then, I'll see you guys later and take care. Thank you again for watching today's episode. Hopefully this particular tune has helped you out in Gran Turismo 7. If there is a particular build you'd like for me to try out, or a different race, car class, whatever it is, you're more than welcome to put any suggestions down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to do them. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, why not go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. It would be very much appreciated. Also, leave a like and share it. If you know somebody personally that is struggling to get a win at Tokyo Express 600, then you're more than welcome to share this episode, and hopefully it will help them out. Until then, I'll see you guys later, and have a great rest of the day or night for it might be, and be safe.